an AMI digital exclusive.
Well, hello. I am Maryangel García-Ramos. I am the lead of diversity and inclusion for the Monterrey University. I'm Mexican. I live in Mexico. And I am also the lead communications and culture of the Council of People with Disabilities in Mexico. Right now we're in Austin at the South by Southwest Festival. We're outside on this beautiful terrace. The climate's perfect. There's tons of bands playing around, so there's a lot of noise and music, and it's a nice day too. So I myself have a physical disability. I use a scooter and a walker to get around. And one of the things I really enjoy about South by Southwest is that most of the venues are physically accessible, and they actually tell you which venues aren't and which venues are. So I think this is like a really good way to get people to go to more sessions and more concerts, never minding their disabilities, and that's a service that I think South by Southwest is a good example to provide to other festivals and conferences that go around the world. Another thing that's very interesting is that Austin, it's a very, very accessible city because the streets are accessible, transportation is accessible. So one of the other good examples I can talk about is I've been here to Austin like 4 times to the Austin City Limits Festival, and I was amazed. The first time I came, I just saw how accessible it was for everybody. For people who were blind or vision impaired, everything that was printed was in Braille, or they had different sounds to actually get them to know what was going on in the festival. And also, it was my first time seeing interpreters interpreting the artist, singing a song, and then the interpreter was using American Sign Language, and there were like 7 deaf people around me singing with their hands. So to me, it was a message of music was for all. So I think that was an experience that changed my life, because that if I could describe inclusion in a moment, it would be that one. I think when it comes to innovation, it's about going outside your box and touching base with people who are doing different things. So I'm taking lots of context there and things we could do. One of the great things about this festival is that you have the chance to meet people from around the world that are actually doing amazing things in every subject. So I went to this panel, which was about beauty and fashion. And I had the opportunity to meet the editor-in-chief of Allure magazine from the US and from Cosmopolitan magazine. And we were talking about beauty, but then every time I was telling them that every time we talk about diversity, we talk about race, we talk about religion and other things, but we never really talk about disabilities. So I was suggesting, the impact that would happen if we actually had someone with a disability on the cover, like someone who was blind or deaf or who had a physical disability or an amputee, or it will definitely change the way we see beauty. So what I learned from this was you have the opportunity to meet people you don't regularly meet, but also try to make these connections and see and innovate and go beyond what you're working on, and see how the other areas of the people who are leaders in those areas can actually match with what you're doing. It's a spirit of collaboration, and it's inspiration. People, it doesn't matter if you have a disability, your race. There's a lot of diversity here, and also diversity of ideas. That's what makes it awesome.
Visit ami.ca for more accessible media.